The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow Industrials up 69. You get the Nasdaq up 3. S&Ps are up 5. We have the gold contract down $4.30, traded at $1,243 an ounce. Silver is down 7 cents at $16.37. We have copper off 6 pennies at $2.05 a pound. Light sweet crude's up 35 cents, trading at $50.16. You get the notes up 3, 130.31. Bonds up 13, 166.16. Good old King Dollar down 45 ticks at 93.84. You get the euro trading at $1.13, and we get the yen at 107. Tom O'Brien, we got free money out here, man.
That's what I hear. That's the word on the street, right?
I'm telling you, man. You know, folks, these notes and bonds, okay, they're setting up to basically, well, not basically, so they're setting up to not only break topside, man, but if they break topside, they're not going to break topside by a little amount. So we get free money coming at us. And when you talk about free money, how about some great free option education with our man, Mr. Kevin Hanks from TD Ameritrade? Listen, folks, every trading day, right here at TFNN, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Kevin, Scott, Cindy, TD Ameritrade, swim lessons, awesome program. Remember, you can get it every trading day. Kevin Hanks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. You guys are both water out there in Florida?
Oh, you should have seen it.
I know.
What happened is that we were actually lucky. The wind wasn't that bad, but the water was coming up on the lawns.
And actually, sometimes I'm at home anyway, but I'm at home today because the streets are a total mess around, South Tampa especially. It's an old neighborhood. There's a lot of areas that really have flooding problems regardless. Unfortunately, it's not that bad. It's not like flooding in the houses, but the streets really have a mess. Good. And so I decided to stay home. Yeah.
You had waves, Tommy, right?
According to the news, you guys are pairing up in pairs over there and building arcs. But
I bet, man, there were some amazing in terms of how much water pictures, and I'm talking within a mile from where I am, streets with, it looks like, 3 feet, and it might be a foot of water, but a foot of water covering a main street is quite a scene,
It is.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It is. Amazing.
So we're all set. Hopefully we made it through the storm though, and I did. Listen, Dad, I'll show you a picture. I had one of my little trees, not a big one, but they came down in my yard, and I'm like, oh man, I got to get a tree guy around here before we really get a storm. But
okay,
yeah.
Wow.
All right, let's talk markets. What's going on?
Hey, Kevin. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. This is one of those markets. Janet Yellen. She walked the tightrope pretty perfectly yesterday, didn't she?
Yeah.
She found the numbers concerning and disappointing and raising questions. And it's really it reminds me, Tom, of that sign on the bar, free beer tomorrow. Right? And you go in the next day and they say, where's our free beer? They go, no, free beer tomorrow. They say, we're going to raise in months. Well, guess what? It's now been another month or two, and now guess what? They're raising in months still.
Yeah.
So she's not committing. And, yesterday the U.S. went up, right? Our market rallied. So then Europe rallied last night, which really gave our markets no headwind this morning. So
right.
We're drifting higher here. So it's kind of one of those things. Something's got to come along and stop it, because that number Friday sure didn't.
No, and of course what that number did is just made the dollar weaker, and the market likes a weak dollar anyway. You know what I mean?
Right, and lower yields, right?
Right. Yeah. These yields, man, are blowing my mind. I mean, this is really going to get where it's going to get really, because if we break this high that the 10 years at right now, folks, we're at 1.711. And it's sitting right at that high, and it's pushing with volume, man. People are buying it. This is not like, someone is saying, I'm not going to buy it here. They're piling in. And if that thing breaks, it's going to go up 2 more points. And 2 more points will bring the 10-year down to 1.5.
Right. Tom, I'll tell you a real interesting story. I had dinner Friday night with a friend of mine from the bond floor.
Yes.
In Chicago. And he said they couldn't believe that number. He goes, you should have heard the expletives coming. They want the Fed involved.
Right.
It's more speculation, more paper, because the paper dries up.
Right.
When bonds go this high because they're in kind of no man's land.
I know.
So they were very disappointed in that number on Friday because they knew what it was going to do to yield in bonds.
No, I agree.
They were hoping for a nice big one and didn't get it.
No, listen, man, there's no doubt. Just the common sense behind it is like, okay, technically, I know I'm looking at it, but even common sense-wise, I was short bonds like 3 weeks ago. I says, I just threw it in again. I said, see you later, man. And I hadn't been short bonds in like 4 years. And I said, you know what? I'm done with it. And I'm so glad I was done with it. Oh, my God.
Right.
Hey, Kevin, let me ask you. I know yesterday when I was listening to the show, I don't know if I missed it or not. Now, the TD Ameritrade, what is the number, the IXM number that you guys come out with?
The IMX number is the Investor Movement Index.
Right.
As you know, we have 6.3 million retail investors.
Right.
So what that number lets us do, and we get it live. We release it live on the show at 11:30.
Yes.
And we get to break it down in terms of which names people were buying, which names people were selling during the month from all our retail investors.
Okay.
It's really a number that only started in 2010, and it's really gaining popularity and gaining focus.
Now, was it yesterday it come out?
Yes.
Okay, I just missed it. That's awesome. Okay, listen, folks. 12 o'clock right here at TFNN, right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. Kevin, thanks so much, man. Have a great one, a safe one.
Great day, guys.
Look forward to show at noon. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 65 right now. NASDAQ is up 1. S&Ps are up $1.50. And if we go over to the, let's go into the NDX first, because you're going to see out here, and this is going to be a heads up for all of us, folks, and this is what it is. So inside the NDX, your winners out here is that you have Western Digital is up 3.5%. American Airlines is up 3.2, Tesla's up 2.7, and Micron's up 2.5. Now the losers, this is what you're going to be able to get out of this, and this is what it is. So check it out. You get Alexa Pharmaceutical down 11.9%. You get Biogen down 11.7%. Endo is down 4.9. Now, inside that context, okay, if we go over to BIIB, the reason I'm bringing this up is this is going to get kind of cool, Tom, watching how this shakes out. So Biogen, folks, is down $33. Now, that being said, you still get the NASDAQ positive. So right off the bat, it's like, okay, inside that NDX, we have some strength somewhere, if that's the case. Larger picture, though, goes like this. Watch when I bring this back. If you remember, folks, in 2014, Biogen was the first one, actually it's March 2015. Biogen was the first biotech after a monster run to fall apart. And I suspect that's exactly what we're looking at now. You're down on 3 million shares right now. If we bring this up, what you're going to see is that it looks like it very well could be a very large ABC down. And if it is, man, get out of the way, because this could go down to $106, because the A point is 480. The B's two, oh my God. Let me do this. 480. I just ballparked this, but that's 240. Oh my God, it's only 50, it's like $50. And there's a high volume low. There's a high volume high at $106 to $72. So this is going to be a heads up as this market approaches these highs out here from May of 2015. Pretty intense. And we got the oil market going with us too, Tom.
I like your shirt today. Paris, London, Tokyo, St. Pete, huh?
How's that, huh?
Yeah, totally.
There's no doubt it's a world-class city, man.
I know you love St. Pete, man. I was cracking up when I saw that shirt.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Well,
so what'd you say about the oil market?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I was looking at it this morning because, of course, you have oil binaries, right?
I do. I have the, if I bring this up right now, I have the 52.25s.
Okay. And those are the weeklies.
Those are the weeklies. I needed to expire over 52.25, and we're at 50.15 right now.
Yeah. And you're getting a lot of movement, which is good.
I am.
Yeah.
So the bid and offer, it goes like this, folks. It's $11.75 to $17.50 right now. So it's still showing a loss on 10 of them at $40.
Wow, but actually, just to put it in perspective, though, the market has gone up from where you bought it. It was at about 10 by 15.50.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's actually, you got in.
Yeah, I bought them at $15.50, right?
Right. So the offer's gone up. It has moved up since that.
Oh yeah.
So
listen, I like the trade right now, and particularly why I like it, folks, is this. Now watch this. If you go over to ExxonMobil, Exxon very well could be a small ABC up today. It's going to be crazy if it doesn't, but it already is getting the volume. We're at actually it's going to be close. It needs more than 12 million shares right now. It's over the B point, which is 89.90, and it has it's at 90.35. It's going to need 11.7 million right now. We've done it needs about 13 million. We've done 2.3 right now, 2.2. But that looks like it wants to break topside, which is going to be bizarre. So let me go look at Chevron for a second. Chevron, Chevron's away from the high. We're at 102, 104, 26 would be the high. But it looks to me that by hook or crook, this market wants to get up there and touch that May of 2015 swing high, which is just a mind blower. But
yeah.
And
even how about that Valiant Pharmaceuticals getting slammed again? I saw that. It's like, wow, it's like you could say that you could see that one coming, but of course it's still quite a day for them too.
It is. Now check this out, folks. Okay, this is Valiant, and of course if we bring this back, it's down $4.70 today at $24, and this is the equity that took a one-way trip from $263. Last August. It's not even a year. And it's gone from $263 and today it touched its low, $22.52, and it very well it has huge volume down here. Now check this out, because this can be an ABC down, and if it's an ABC down, what happens when you have a gap away, folks, is that for the measurement, you don't, if you're watching Tiger TV, what you're going to see is this, is that on March 14th, Valiant traded at $70.43. On March 15th, Valiant was at $53.90. Well, when you're doing an ABC down or up, what you do is you don't take the top of the gap. You take the bottom where it gapped down from. So that would still be $53.90 as your A. Your B is $25.90. Oh my God, that's sick. So that's $28. Your C is $38. So that means it's $10 A to B equals C to D. And it looks like it's going to have the volume, man.
Yeah, I don't know who would be buying that stock today. So
I know, man. And this is the sad part, folks.
That's where you just take a common sense approach too, or just that, like who's going to be buying and supporting that stock? I mean, there are people out there, and they're in the press, some of them, but it's.
Well, the biggest.
That's what I think about.
The biggest one in the press, and he almost doubled down, is Pershing Square.
Yeah, right.
That's
Ackman, right?
That's Ackman.
Yeah.
6.3 million shares. Plus, what's not in here is the options that he has. He has a huge amount of options.
But he seems pretty strong in his belief. But hey,
he is. There's no doubt. Look at this. Now this is pretty intense. Goldman Sachs. Wow, this is really intense. So this is.
Yeah.
Listen to this, folks. Now this is really unusual. Goldman Sachs, the ultimate insider in general, right? They bought yesterday 1.3 million shares.
Yeah.
So 1.3 million times 450 is their loss yesterday.
Right.
That's pretty amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Unreal. One of the targets, they want to look at the potash stocks, and particularly wants to look at POT, P-O-T, which is Potash Corporation of Saskatchewan. And, the baby's up today. Yesterday was a big day. Yesterday, stock goes from 16.93 to 18.07. Today, it's going up to 18.30. And, this wants to go after the swing high of 1938. I'm actually 1875. And we happen to own AGU, okay, which is the same business. It's kind of like the strongest one there. But if you own these folks, do some work on them today, because I think they're reaching their peak right now. When Tommy and I come back, we'll get into it, but this has been quite a run.
I was going to say, it's another good day in AGU.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Take the money and run, maybe.
Totally.
We'll see. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow up 64, NASDAQ up.
It's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals.
And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow up 74, NASDAQ's up 5, S&Ps are up 6.5, and we're looking at potash. So, you know, this run's been a nice run. There's no doubt. You know, in 3 days, you've gone from 1590 to 1826. So if we bring this back a little, you get the high volume swing high. Yeah, I guess, you know, the bottom line is you let it run to the 1875. We'll see what happens when it gets there. You know, this has a high volume swing high at 1875. And then at 2050, that's where it came down from September of 2015. You know, but you got to remember something. When you make a run like this, you're in the business to take money off the table, too, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Well said. Totally.
Yeah. Let's go to John in Philly. Hey, John, what's going on, brother?
You survived the deluge. Glad to hear it, man.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. We were lucky, man. You know, there's no doubt, as Tommy said, where he is, he's right at the bay, so you can see those waves coming in.
That's wild. So,
It's
Tommy,
cool.
I wanted to ask you if you would look at July copper futures for me, and tell me what you see price and volume-wise. Specifically this, Tommy. Copper futures have fallen from 214 down to 205 in just a couple of days. And there's some news that I find very suspicious surrounding the selling that we see. Specifically, I just want to tell you this story. In fact, I'm posting the data in the Tiger's Den. There's been a massive change in copper inventories at approved metal exchange warehouses. And you've seen Larry, Andy Heck have all witnessed shenanigans played by big operators moving inventory around to create impressions in the market and actually get traders wrong-footed. Copper's down big. This news is suspicious. What do you see?
So the contract itself, okay, you down. Well, we went up 2 days ago with 84,000 contracts. We're down today at 65. We haven't broke a swing low yet. I mean, I think it's going to test that 203.80. If you take a look at, and now when I was doing the gold report, folks, I follow a couple gold stocks inside the gold report, and I could tell, and it was there, like that was the only stocks that didn't move last week, John. So it's like, that's saying that there's a pretty good supply. Do you know what I'm saying? And then
Gotcha.
the cool thing is that, like, if you look at SCCO, that's not getting killed today. It's down 40 cents, okay? But yet, last week when all the commodities moved, it didn't move up. So now, that correlation there, is dangerous, folks, okay? Everything moved up last week. It's like, okay, why didn't SCCO move up? We happen to own TGB. Why didn't TGB move up? Okay, didn't move at all. Now, that would have been the bearish side last week, and that's what I put basically saying, well, okay, this got to get a bid. And that was with the actual copper contract moving higher. Now what's going on is that we're moving lower, and those stocks aren't moving, so I like it. So I suspect I wouldn't buy copper here, but I suspect what we're going to see is that you're going to see it reject that lower price, maybe like a penny lower, and then go topside once again, man.
Excellent. Thanks for that correlation, looking at SECO and TGP. That's real helpful. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, particularly because they didn't move at all. It was so weird, man. What normally happens, folks, is this, is that, commodities moved big time last week, okay? And I'm talking about everything, okay? And they didn't. It's like, okay. So, but it kind of, that kind of, it's like, how does that work, right? Do you know what I mean? It's like, how does that work?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrific. All right, Tommy, we'll be on alert for that. Thanks so much.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Yeah, so this market, man, just doesn't want to give it up.
No, it's quite a run that it's had coming right into the summer over the long weekend, and
Yep.
just staying strong.
And, right now, game is on for July 4th. I know we just got out of Memorial Day, but guess what?
1 month is quick, right?
The one-
Especially when it's a summer month and we're dealing with long weekends. And once you're a week out from July 4th, and let's see, when does the 4th fall on this
That's
year?
right, but once you're a week out, you're in it.
The 4th falls on a Monday, too. And so exactly, the second you're coming into the end of June, June 30th is Thursday. You got July 1st, a Friday.
Yep.
So you really are, by the time we know,
Sure.
we'll be there in no time. I agree.
So I guess the action, folks, yeah, that's how it's going to play out. The action will be the next few days and then all of next week, because next Friday we have option expiration. And that will, you still get 2 weeks. I guess we got 3 weeks.
We have 3 weeks.
We get
Because
3
have
weeks.
3
yeah.
weeks after this until it. So we'll have 2 trading weeks. But as
Right.
we all know, 2 weeks, that's 10 days. That's quick.
It is quick. And, the inside, let's look inside the Dow. It's moving markets out here today. You have, there he goes, man. See, this is where you get wild, folks. Now, this is where you want to just put a few things together. So, inside the Dow Industrials, the 2 strongest stocks today, folks, are Chevron and ExxonMobil. And if Chevron and ExxonMobil, Exxon in particular, that wants to break its high, that is going to put juice in the S&P, which in turn is going to get the S&P up to that high. Chevron is the number 1 mover today in the Dow. That's up 1.6% or $1.67. Exxon is up 1.3 or 124. Verizon's up 1.1 and Apple's up 1.1. Taken away from it is that you get United Health is down 0.4%, Goldman's down 0.4, Nike's down 0.3, and Procter & Gamble's down 0.1. Inside the NDX, what we have is, the biotechs are taking it south big time. American Airlines is number one, up 4%. WorldCom is up 3%. Let's go over and take a look at Amazon. We haven't talked about Amazon for a while.
I ordered TFNN some ink yesterday for our printer on Amazon. Gotta love it.
Seriously, right? I know.
Seriously, I did yesterday, and it'll be here tomorrow. Of course, 2 days free. Gotta love it.
Unreal. And so think about that for a second, folks, right? That does under Office Depot, okay?
Yeah.
Because
and we still buy stuff from Office Depot and Staples. I know we do. But guess what, right? Guess what happened is that the person who normally orders it was out for the day.
Right.
And I just felt like ordering some. And guess who has the best customer service experience? And I know I'm going to get a great price. And I'm a creature of habit, and it works so easy. And, of course, I just went to Amazon and found and made sure the price was equivalent and ordered it up and was done in, the span of literally 60 seconds. So,
and so what also happens, and that's what I think you're bringing up, and this is the danger part, folks, for all the retailers. The danger part is that once it's done like that, guess what? Next time, click, right?
Exactly. Now, it's interesting you say that because the last time I did this, I ordered a bunch of ink at once from Amazon.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I just went through my order history. I found the product. I made sure I knew what I paid. Now, guess what? That product wasn't even available, but I just copied the title, the exact details, searched for it again on Amazon, found the same thing, and there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. It's right in front of us. Unreal.
I mean, that's a perfect example of even how easy it is when the product moves on. Everything.
Exactly. Stay right there, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 79. Nick at the Nasdaq up 4.5. S&Ps are up 7. Let's go over and take a look at that gold contract, because gold, folks, is just refusing lower price. What we've done out here from the lows to the highs thus far, you've gone from a 1236 or a 1244. We pulled this back a little. And what you're going to see is that there's no sellers. I mean, when this came down this morning, it's pretty amazing. Even at 8:30, there were only 4,500 contracts. Well, the 4,500 contracts were going into 40,000 contracts. It's like, oh, it's pretty amazing, man. This is going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. And
yeah, it's quite a move from 8:30 for sure.
It is. And what just come across the tape, folks, so check this out. We were just talking, Tommy and I and Kevin Hinks, we were talking about the bond market, right? Well, the 10-year yields in the bunds, okay, which is the 10-year, they call them the bunds in Germany, just hit a record low. The record low is 0.4%, okay? So, let me pull.
That'd be 400.
Thank you, 400.
0.49%.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So they're getting ready to go negative.
That's pretty close. That's about as close as you can get to zero. I mean, the number's so small, it's throwing us both for a curve, right? I mean, that's basically the best way to put it. Yeah.
Right. And our numbers, we're just, when we started the show, I thought it was 1.711. Now we're at 1.706. So 1.7 could get cracked today. let me see this for a second. TYM. This is just amazing, man. And I guess this is something we're going to get used to.
We're redefining free money.
Yeah, we are.
Freer. We'll create that word. Freer money.
It's seriously, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
And folks, if you need a mortgage, you better. Well, before I'd say, yeah, you better get one. I'm not quite sure that we all have to run. But what this is going to do, the refinancing, the buying of hard assets is going to be pretty intense, man, because this is about as intense as you can get. We're at 130.31, and the closing high is 21 ticks from here, 131.21 in the 10-year. So in the next few days, we may...
And just looking at, it's almost amazing just to look, too. I mean, we were only over that high for such a short period of time, so we're almost at all-time highs, except for
that's right for that,
which is amazing as well. So
right, what Tommy's saying, folks, when I'm bringing this up, if you're not watching Tiger TV, that was 6.5 hours.
Right, so it's not like we spent like 2 months above where we're trading. No. It was like a small blip, and like this really is even territory that's very seldomly has it been this high even. So,
right, and what you have here is that it's been laying here pretty good,
Yes,
I mean,
for sure.
And the longer that you lay out here at these highs, the more probability is that it's going to break at number one. And if in fact that's what happens, that's a whole nother range. And you get a whole nother range going, man. You're talking. There's going to be a frenzy. And for if I've seen anything, and it's so it's so weird, Tom, is that there's no doubt that the economy goes from heaven to hell on a continual basis. And like in the real estate market, I mean, I've seen 3 bubbles. And if the rates stay this low, folks, okay, there'll be another one. In some cities right now there are. But if this ever pops and the 10-year starts banging out at 1.5, what's going to happen immediately, folks, to everyone's house is that's going to go up, depending on percentage-wise, it's probably going to go up 5 to 6%, like in a heartbeat, because all real estate is what people can sign for, folks. It's what the 30-year you can sign for, And when rates go down this dramatically, well, guess what? The regulations are that we can basically, get more debt.
Well, everyone's borrowing money. I don't say everybody because that's actually shifting. Nowadays, there are a ton of cash buyers, and as I'm sure better than most, right? But
But yeah, it's a huge part of the market. It's what I do personally. It's what you do personally. The personal market, everybody's borrowing money. So the cost of borrowing money basically changes the cost of any house. And
it does. And even,
for sure.
Even with us. So, the fund is cash buyer, folks. But the bottom line is that when we're selling to someone, we need that signature. There's no two ways about it. The signature is the name of the game.
And everybody, if you've ever bought a house, you understand that, right? It's like you should, at least.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Let's go take a look at this NASDAQ, because you know what? This NASDAQ is teetering, man, which totally makes sense. NQM6. So the NASDAQ right now, they just sold into it. I was looking at that thing, man. This could, see, what the NASDAQ has, folks, is the NASDAQ from yesterday has a high volume swing low at 45.08. And that's what it looks like it's going to go after. We just went from 45.29 to 45.23. Nothing disastrous, but that might be a place, if the volume lightens up, that you could get over to that Nadex platform and get one of those spreads for later on this afternoon.
Yeah, we definitely got an active week for sure. And we'll have oil tomorrow, natural gas Thursday.
And oil, look, they just hit oil. What they do hit my oil? 49.90.
What do they do? It's under that 50. Look at that bar.
Yeah,
not good.
That's a big bar.
That's a 20-cent bar. Yeah.
Right.
Whew, 20-cent bar. What just came out? Maybe something. I don't know. Maybe not. There's a lot of big bars on that chart.
Yeah, there are. There are. And folks, as you come over to TFNN, don't forget our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. He's going to be up next to Growl and Prowl with you, and then, of course, we'll go into TD Ameritrade headquarters. Steve Rhodes now. Steve Rhodes is coming up, and Steve, folks, is doing a workshop. This is going to be a week from tonight. Man, Tuesdays are quick, aren't they?
It is quick, man. Like we're talking about 2 weeks away, right, in terms of when people are thinking of the 4th, and that's why, we got Steve doing a workshop a week from tonight because, man, it's intense how quickly these summer weekends they do. Yeah.
And it's Flag Day, too, June 14th.
It is Flag Day. That's exactly what Steve and I were not joking about it, but saying Flag Day. Line it up. Perfect.
Yeah. So the workshop's going to be on the oscillator unchanged line. It's going to be a master and probability event. And what that means specifically, folks, is that Steve's newsletter is master and probability. You can test drive his newsletter right now for 1 month, absolutely free. And normally, it's a money-back guarantee. And
normally you have to pay up front, for your month, as you normally do in most subscriptions, and there's a money-back guarantee. And for this, we've opened it up for 30-day free trial. So you pay nothing, you get 30 days. Steve does an awesome newsletter. I mean, he's coming out with charts and a ton of text, and, it's 5, 7, 8 pages every morning with updates. So you get that 30 days. There's no reason to wait until next week. Get in there, get the newsletter, get a feel for what he's talking about. And, you can click on it, and you get his money management workshop, you get the position sizing calculator, and of course you get access to Steve in terms of questions about his newsletter, his trades, all that stuff. So it's a great deal. It is
right on the front page of TFNN, folks. Check it out. So that little move on oil. Let's go take a look. So the move on oil hit the market just slightly, but they can't take that S&P down. It's going to be intriguing here. And, each and every one of these little hits, folks, that inside the S&P, that wants to go higher. You stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. Dow is up 57. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are up 4.5. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Right now, you get the Dow up 53, Nasdaq's down 4, S&Ps are up 4.5. We take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here. You have, let's see, we'll find out what that is. LDR Holding, that's up $14. That must be a takeover. Freeport McMoran is down 33 cents. You got Scepter Pharmaceuticals, Therapeutics rather, up 3.97. We have Apple up 86 cents. You got Micron Tech up 272. We take a look at some of the Dow stocks out here.
And just to put it, I had pulled it up as you were going through. There's a company, Zimmer Biomet, is going to buy that fellow medical device maker, LDR, for looks like about $1 billion.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
Not a bad day's pay, no doubt.
Yeah.
We have Caterpillar up 65 cents. Exxon's up $1.01. We're going to go back to Exxon. It looks like me, Exxon looks like it wants to take that out, that high out. Big Mac is up 69 cents. You get 3M up 64. JP Morgan's up 14. Let's go to ExxonMobil because this is going to be the one. Okay, so the high that we're talking about, it's 90.35. That's where we're at. 90. Oh, interesting. The high's 90.40, and the volume's 13 million. So it's going to be close because when we started the show, it's 2.3 million. We're at 3.1 right now. It's going to need more than that, but if it can get up and over this 90.40 area, bring this back a little bit more. Yeah, if it gets over that 93.07's game, that's the next area up here. So
yeah, you'll have to see what oil does, right?
Yeah, and well,
for sure.
what I like about what Exxon and what Chevron is doing is that it's like, okay, the equities are going. It's like, okay, is one going to drag the other one up? It's like what always blows my mind, folks, and Tom is like, how does this work? How can the equities know that the commodity wants to go higher, or how can the commodity know that the equities want to go higher? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, because the gold stocks love doing this, folks.
They're all related, right?
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
And when one moves first, you know what I mean? It's
yes.
like,
right. No,
it's
sure.
like, okay,
yeah.
how do you know that? How does that, I mean, we're talking about symbols, we're talking about, things that, like, just does, sometimes it makes sense, but it's just like, wow, I'd love to really unwind that mystery. That mystery
Yes.
is a good one.
Yeah.
If we go over to the NQs, just as we're finishing up here, folks, what you want to watch is that's that swing point down there, which is going after right now. That was from yesterday. Look at this thing, man. They just love going after these things. So right now you're at 45.17. That number is 45.08. So you get a test of that 45.08. That might be the consolidation area out here today, you know. So don't forget, you stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is going to be coming up next. And then, of course, we're going to swim headquarters at TD Ameritrade. Steve Rhodes be coming back at 1 o'clock. We got our man, Dave White. I'll be back. And then, of course, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we got Andy Hecht coming up. And no matter where you're listening right now, in your car, and you remember that you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. You'll get HD audio and video. And of course, if you are on Facebook, like us on Facebook, folks. And because what we do is that we put all these programs out there on Facebook and YouTube, including the update that I do at 10 o'clock in the morning. So volatility's out here. Oil markets lining up for tomorrow, Tom. It's a beautiful thing.
We'll see what happens at NASDAQ as well.
And no doubt. You stay right there, folks. Basil's coming right back. Dow up 63, NASDAQ down 4, S&P's up 5.5. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Okay. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.